Hi, thanks for joining me here today in GeekVape Reviews. Today we're going to be having a look at the Zeus Dual RTA. With this here, this is the sandblasted version. Big thanks to GeekVape for sending this out to me for the purpose of the review. With it, as you can see, it says GeekVape up at the top here, and then it has a picture of Zeus. Hard to make it out, but it's a Zeus logo on the inside, and it says Zeus down at the bottom here. So airflow full open, you can see straight through to the other side, and then same again on that side, see straight through it. So it's plain at the back, but still says the Zeus at the bottom. And this is available in 8 different colours. You have black, gunmetal, poly stainless steel, gold, rainbow, red, silver, blue. For the GeekVape Zeus Dual, at the minute it's around about £25 from most vendors, but I've just had a look on eBay and I see that it's available for what, £13.49 with free posting. That's a bargain if I've ever seen one. I'll put a link down in the description of where it's available. You'll also see that with approved vapors, we have approved vendors, and there'll also be discount codes available to use with them. If you want to have a wee look on the Facebook group, you'll see a wee link up in the description, so you will, at the top of the page, giving you all the approved vendors and their discount codes. So with this RTA, it's 25mm at the base and tapers up slightly to 26 at the top part. So from the base to the top of the drip tip is 46.50, and the fattest part of the bubble glass is 28.95. The tank that I have on it at the minute is the bubble glass tank, obviously. It does come with the ordinary glass pre-installed. I got this. This was a sample pack that I got sent. So it's the 4mm glass that comes pre-installed on it. Then I do believe that now it comes with a 5.5 bubble glass in the package. In the package you'll also get a couple of wee drip tips. 510 drip tip. You'll also get a drip tip adapter, a 510 drip tip adapter. So this is the wee drip tip that I've been running with. This is what's known as the rip tip. It is the same drip tip that's on the Faro Mini. Has the wee gapper in it where it sits over the wee lip. So it does. Whereas that there's the standard 810 drip tip. As you can hear, it is a bit airy, so it is, but it's a nice draw on it whenever it's worked up. There's no work in it at the minute, that's why it sounds a bit more airy. You also get with it, you get a nice wee set of braided coils. I'll put a wee picture up to show them. I've already used them. I've had this here for a few months now, putting it through its paces. So in the bag of extras you get a number of O-rings, different coloured O-rings. You'll also get a wee packet that'll have the 2 braided coils in it. So you'll put a wee picture up of the braided coils, and then you get a wee T-bar, flathead, star, and flathead. So a smaller flathead on one end, slightly bigger on the other end, and star. You'll also get 3 wee small O-rings as well for around the drip tips, I think. 810 drip tip adapter. This one's going to be hard to show you. 4 wee spare grub screws that comes with it also. And that's it with a 810 drip tip on it. So it's the 810 drip tip adapter. So back up to this. So with it, to open it up, all it is, wee quarter turn. You'll see that it has wee ripples in here and here, and then they fit inside these wee grooves. So whenever you're putting it together, quarter turn, and that's it on. The airflow has a wee stopper on it, so that's it stopped, fully closed, fully opened. Now I've already got a wee set of coils in this, so I have a set of fuse claptons which I'll be using in this. So with it inside it, you'll see the wee chimney section that comes in around it. What happens is the air travels down inside it and then comes down and around the wee chimney section, so it does, and swoops up under it. You'll see at the inside that there's like an inner chamber. That's where the air comes through in this wee part here. So it does, so it comes down, round and under to catch the underside of the coil. So and it'll pull through at this wee side bit. Now I went through a lot of different coils to see what was best for it. Personally, I have one of the wee coily tools, which I highly recommend, and I've been cutting my coils at 4.5 millimeters, and that leaves them that height. So it does. Then you have your wee air slits, your airflow down to the other side. And then what I find is that I'm getting more flavour, that the air is coming down the chimney, round and up through these, and then hitting directly up and under the coil. So it is giving an excellent flavour. I highly recommend this tank. So to work it up, usually with a cotton breaking prime. So now we'll dive down and I'll show you how I put the cotton in. With the coils, at the start I didn't have the coily tool, and what I was doing to mark them up, I understand that everybody will have a coily tool. So in this I have some the Kilted Devil coils. So this is just a Clapton from the Kilted Devil, Danny Davies. What I would do is put it up against the side of the airflow, like so, and then basically set your trimmers on top of the airflow and trim them off there. I'm not going to cut this one because I already have a couple pre-installed, but just to show you, and that would be the perfect height to get them in sitting exactly where they are now, which is a good wee bit of room for the air to get up underneath them. Leave it about that there. The coils I have in it are 3mm ID. So I have a wee piece pulled off. Twist the end of it. And then we'll dive down to see how I do the work. with a bit of cotton bacon prime, twist the end of it so as you have a wee point, and guide it through the first coil. And then as you're pulling, give it a gentle wee twist, and you should start to feel a wee bit of tension in it. So you can feel a wee small bit of tension in that, so you can't, but it's still moving back and forward freely. There's one done. And there we go, work number 2. And just give them a wee bit of a fluff up. And this is just to free it up so the juice flows clumped up, all twisted and knotted. Then your juice isn't going to flow nice and evenly. So then what I do is cut these at a bit of an angle. And then cut them level with the outside. See if I can show you any better. With the outside of the base. And again, give it a nice wee bit of juice on them. Just as you know, whenever you put your juice on, the cotton expands. So we're getting that all sorted out and out of the way now. Rather than stuffing it down inside the hole, letting it expand, and then it'll choke off the juice being able to get through to it. So then wee pair of tweezers, and nice and gently just set it inside the hole. Don't be forcing it down, because then you'll choke it off. There's one side done. And you want to make sure that you have nothing sticking outside, so that it's not going to hit the chimney whenever the chimney's going on over the top of it, and then end up sticking in the threads. reverse thread it just to find the threading on it. And there we go. The GeekVape Zeus all worked, juiced up and ready to go. So let's go back up top. So again, back up top. Now you can see the coil 0.32. The volts is what? 3.98. So take a vape. Fairly open. As you can see, produces loads of vapor. Flavour's excellent in it. As you can also see, I'm taking good long draws, no dry hits. You can always hear the juice flowing. You see the air bubbles popping up around the side. You see all the air bubbles at the top. So with this, my opinion of it, an excellent RTA. In my opinion, it's one of the best RTAs of 2018. I've recommended it to a lot of people, so I have, who've all went out and bought it. And I'm yet to have somebody coming back to me and saying that they weren't happy with it. Everybody's come back and thanked me, so they have, for putting them onto it. It is a great RTA. So what's it at 50 watts? As you can see, loads and loads of vapour, plenty of flavour, but this is usually how I prefer to run it, just quarter way open. Slight wee bit of noise around it, but it isn't the loudest tank that I've heard. And coming in close to the mic just to let you hear exactly how loud it is. As you can see, loads of vapour from it. Then we'll do it about halfway. So it's the same on one side as it is on the other. Pump it up to 60. There you go, 60 watts now. I've also heard one or two people saying about spit back, but it's not something that I've noticed in it. When it's worked properly, you're not getting any spit back. As you can see, the place is getting fogged out. need to crack a window. So with it, in my opinion, it's an excellent device. Down at the bottom here you have the Zeus logo. Up at the top you have a nice airflow that has a locking mechanism that'll only go so far. You can actually hear it clicking into place. That was it with the 810 trip tip, but I prefer the rip tip on it, where it takes away the silver color, whereas there's with a standard 810 tip. Don't really like the color on it. So with it, if I lost it, would I go out and buy another one? Yes, 100%. It's an excellent RTA. Highly recommended. So do. It is going to be one of the best, in my opinion. It is going to be one of the best RTAs of 2018.